Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Keeper here with the Keeper channel, and thank you guys so much for your patience. I do apologize for the complete lack of videos that there have been past few days, or past few weeks. Uh, I've been pretty busy with school stuff and just life in general, so I do apologize about that. I haven't given up on YouTube, just needed a little bit of a break to focus on school and stuff. So I'm making this video because I've heard a lot of complaints about the Deadeye gear set, and that's actually what I'm using right now. Is Deadeye, and right now Deadeye is my favorite gear set. I don't really like strikers because I don't like running around with an SMG and an M4. And I'm not too big of a fan of tactician or, you know, the Firecrest stuff. And I've heard people say that Deadeye is really overpowered because of the critical hit, automatic critical hit when you zoom in. And while that is true, you do get that bonus. It's really not that big of a help when you play PvP. Right now we're in Last Stand. I'm trying to play this while I actually explain this to you guys or talk to you guys, so I apologize if I say or a lot. So yeah. My argument is that it's not really that bad. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of... Dang it. There is the potential for Deadeye to be really overpowered and used to completely dominate the match. But the same thing goes for strikers, or even Banshee, or Tactician. If you guys don't already know, which I'm sure you do, but the Tactician skill power build with the Seeker Mine, you can one-shot a full health player. And there have been times I've been killed by that very thing, and I've been dead before my character even realizes it. Now here I'm using, look at that, the lightweight M4s and the the submachine guns in this game make it impossible for a Deadeye to actually do any real damage. So we're forced to play tactically, and we're forced to play differently than anybody else. You know, as everyone already knows, submachine gun and M4, you just run up and you shoot them and hope you kill them before they kill you. I don't really like to play that way. I like to play tactically. I like to play smart. And I like accuracy. I prefer accuracy over anything else. And I'm gonna kind of call out like Butter here a little bit. I don't mean any disrespect at all. He's actually one of the YouTubers that inspired me to make this video. But I really don't think Deadeye should be solely focused on, you know, like headshots or, you know, something like that. I like the way it is, and not because I can get kills with it. I do agree that there is a little bit of, there's a sense of overpoweredness, if that's the technical term. you know, when you use the historian or, you know, the SVD, because of the 700% explosion. But the same thing could be said for any, you know, any gun or any type of, if you build it right, then there is going to be, you know, some sort of overpoweredness. Like strikers in an M4 with a showstopper, let's just say, because that was the video I decided to. I was watching like Butter's video on his striker build when I decided to make this. You go up to an NPC and you shoot it, you take your time and you shoot them, and you build up and stack up that damage, so you're running around with 40 to 60% more damage just sitting in your pocket. And then you run up to somebody, you run up to a player, like that, and you're dead before you even realize it. Now, it was my fault, I should have been watching. But still, there's a degree of, you know, Deadeye players have to play differently. We have to play smarter, we have to play, you know, we have to pace ourselves, and we have to take our time with our shots. A lot of these submachine gun player, like, look at the aim speed on that. It's horrible. So we do still have to play differently, and we still have to we have to be smarter about the gunfights we're getting into. Run. See, we can't just run up and start shooting people. We have to, with the historian, I kinda can because of that explosion, so I can just sort of spam fire it. But even that has its limits. I can't win every single gunfight like that. But an M4 and an a submachine gun or AUG or whatever you're running, it still has a very clear advantage. Now, people are wanting to, I've heard people are just wanting to nerf Deadeye when, I mean, look at that. I was dead before I even had the chance to react. See, my argument is that strikers stacks damage. So any damage multipliers that you have on mods, on your base damage, plus your, you know, your mods or anything, plus that stacked damage, there's not really a chance for you to, you know, fight back. Unless you're a distance away and you're hitting more shots than they are. Take Tactician, for example. You can one-shot a full health player with a Seeker Mine. Now, you can shoot it, granted, but even that has limits.
Rogue agents have activated points for kills.
Because, I mean, what about when they throw it at you? You're sitting in cover and they throw it. The only chance you have is to jump out of the way. That's the only way you're ever going to live. And then you'll have to shoot it on the run. Well, 9 times out of 10, depending on how good you are, you're already taking damage from the player that's shooting you, and then you're going to take damage from the Seeker Mine. Because you just can't outrun it all the time. So you're either just gonna die, or you're gonna keep trying it and then die.
Hostiles have Alpha.
You're just sorta stuck. And I really don't think that's fair. Everyone wants to nerf Deadeye because you can get an automatic crit hit for hitting a target. And I really don't think that's a wise move, because you're taking away the only gear set that's really viable in PvP for snipers and marksman rifles. So, my rant's pretty much over now. It's just sort of what I think and my viewpoints on things. You guys can have probably already seen, I'm not getting too many kills. And this is one of the worst maps for, you know, Deadeye and the gear that I have. And this isn't a maxed out build. Like, look, I don't have a chance. But he took down that guy faster than I could finish my sentence. So, I guess I'm saying don't nerf Deadeye because you get killed by it. Nerf, I really think it would be wise to either nerf or change some of the stats of strikers or tactician.
Bravo's neutral. The buddy spawn tactical boost is active.
I mean, yeah, I've gotten a couple of kills because I'm using the historian. But I've also got 5 other guys in here helping me. There's not really... I don't have a chance when it's just one-on-one with the other person using an M4 or a shotgun or anything. A shotgun versus a sniper, the shotgun will win every time depending on the distance. If the distance is far enough where the stagger won't matter, or the shots won't hit, then yes, the sniper has the advantage. But I mean, look at that. I guarantee you he's running a striker or a skill power. Because that's really the only thing that's viable in this sort of game meta. I strongly do not believe that Deadeye should be nerfed. I think it's perfectly fine the way it is, and I think that maybe strikers and tactician should be looked at.
They've taken Bravo.
And maybe even Firecrest. I'm not necessarily asking for a nerf. I'm just saying, just look at it. I mean, yeah, I can use the historian Deadeye build to get a lot of kills, but that's only going to get me so far. It's not going to get me a whole lot of kills. It's not going to let me dominate the server. So I guess I'm just asking to, you know, just consider everything instead of, and I have confidence in the developers, and you know, they've gotten the game this far and they've done such a great job this far. I really don't think it'll be that bad. And I have confidence in all of their abilities, and I do believe that they
Got 5 minutes
are
to come back.
aware of all of these issues, and I think they'll make the best possible decision. But please do not nerf Deadeye. I will be very upset. Because, I mean, I love being a sniper. I love sniping. And if you're going to take away the only, you know, viable, like, look at that. I don't even have a chance to fight back. I mean, if somebody else is distracting you and you're trying to shoot them, somebody just throws a seeker mine at you, you're dead. You're done. There's nothing you can do. I mean, at least from this distance, I can do some damage, and while they're focused on everyone else. Switch to the historian. Got him. Saw another one right there. Yep, there he is. I'll try to move up a little bit. Yes, I do understand that if you use like the M44s or the, you know, legitimate sniper rifles, I do see the how overpowered it can be. There is the potential for a whole lot of damage there. Like, look at that. He shot me with... Well, if I die, then I'll find out, but... it looked like he shot me with shotguns and stuff. I didn't even have a chance.
Alpha's gone neutral.
There are plenty of ways to counteract snipers, and obviously that is utilizing cover and closing the distance.
Hostiles have taken Alpha.
I mean, if you get within, you know, if you get really close to a sniper,
Score 1 for us.
there's not really much we can do. Because our turn radius is so small, our turn speed has to be, you know, very, very high for us to be able to even be viable in close range. So, I mean, I've got 5 kills, and this is my least favorite map. Well, some of the others, you know, they have 21,000 points. And, you know, 1,700, 17,000, 16,000. They have all these points, and they're from killing players like me who, you know, are only good at distance, or they just kill faster than everyone else. So, that's gonna end my rant. Once again, I mean no disrespect to anybody. This is just my opinion, what I believe would be best, just sort of my defense of Deadeye. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And I hope to see you guys in the next videos. See ya.